Aquarius, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Aquarius, in today's reading, I'm going to give you a couple of cards of the Oracle, going to do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started on your reading. Do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Aquarius. Aquarius, 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 for their highest good. So you have choosing your path. All is possible. Wow. Okay, so definitely making a decision on which way to go. Really choosing a different direction now. Moving forward. So I think that's good. Valiant courage to take action with passion. So whatever it is that you're needing to take action on, it's time to do it. Okay. It's like it's going to lead you to something else, somewhere else, because you have to choose a path here. So, wow, it's very nice. Find your courage, you guys. Find your courage. I know it's scary, but once fear is what keeps you down. Fear is what, being scared. But we're all humans. We're all humans no matter what. We are all humans, and the only person you should be afraid of is the person that you pray to and stuff like that. So all right, so here we go. This is for Aquarius for their highest good. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. One for the current. Wow, Six of Pentacles. Abundance, some kind of abundance. Somebody could be giving you money, or you could be being generous with your money, so it's nice. We'll see more. One for the situation. Eight of Swords. Maybe you're feeling stuck. Maybe you're feeling like not knowing what to do. You need to take that blindfold off, though, okay? Really take that blindfold off so you could see things clearly. One for the past or now. Still going through that healing, reminiscing about old times and people that have passed, and just, I feel like there's somebody also for somebody could be coming back too also. Childhood memory, childhood friend, something like that, childhood person. Wow, okay, somebody could be coming back. One for the what's hidden. An offer. There could be some kind of offer coming in for you. Also feel like a decision you're making. One for the hopes and fears. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of emotions, there your emotions are going to be very high. Okay, there could be hurt here, there could be sadness here. Just be in your emotions. One for the what you need to work on. Wow. Moving forward, a lot of messages, a lot of change coming through, but definitely moving forward. Communicate better, okay, because it's about communicating. Really embrace what you're needing to and admit what you're needing to, okay. One for the what you need to work on. Wow. Follow your heart, you guys. Really follow your heart on things, on everything that's going on in your life. Really follow your heart. One for the oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, there's two cards here. Wow. So I'm gonna take them both because they both flew out. Okay, so there is definitely some kind of ending and some kind of worry here. A lot of worry, not knowing what to do. So we'll see. But there is definitely something that's going to come to an end. So just know that. At the end of the tarot deck, you did get the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is saying that you're completing these cycles, moving forward. The wheel is turning. Things are closing, okay, because you're moving towards something new, something different. Karma is here. Justice is here. You have the Sun card. You're going to be feeling better. You're going to be feeling happy. A lot of love, a lot of happiness here coming through. Oh my gosh. And then you have the World card. New beginning, new path, new experiences coming in. So it's beautiful. I love that. Wow. Thank you. Really start focusing on things, okay? Really start focusing on what it is that you're wanting to change, what it is that you need to say also. Let's see. All right, so do take what resonates with you, Aquarius, and leave the rest. This is for Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. The Six of Pentacles. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? One more card. All right. So, with the Six of Pentacles, I do feel like there is definitely some kind of abundance trying to come in for you. They're asking you to really follow your heart on the things that you're wanting to do, wanting to create, wanting to do. If you see this card right here, you know, there's a bunch of hearts there, you know, following your heart. Get it? Following your heart. Well, anyways, really follow your heart on everything. Really trust your intuition on things also. With the Page of Swords here, though, I feel like you need to really see the truth in everything and really start expressing yourself more clearly. Try to see the truth in all that you're doing. You know, really try not to jump into things quickly. I feel like there's going to be messages here, and I feel like you're ready for anything, you know, because you just know how to handle things. And there is definitely some kind of abundance coming through, so it's very nice. You have the Eight of Swords here for the situation. One more card. All right, so you know, you do have the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is definitely saying that, you know, there could be times when you're feeling stuck. If you look at her, you know, she's blindfolded by that, you know, that little piece of rope around her eyes, but, you know, she could easily take it off, but she doesn't. She can easily get up and walk around these swords, but she doesn't, because she doesn't want to deal with everything that's going to happen. She knows what's the ends of it, you know, what it is, you know, how it's going to be hard, you know. And but sometimes you got to find your courage and your confidence to take off that blindfold, to see what you're needing to see, even if it's painful. You need to wake up and really see the reality of everything that's been going on. And the Five of Pentacles is here. You know, you could be feeling that you're being left out, or feeling like you're left out in the cold, you know, being hurt, you know, disappointed, you know, scared that you're not going to have enough of the abundance that you're needing, you know, and you're not knowing what to do, you know. And sometimes we feel like that, but you are, and you will. You are going through a judgment here, and the judgment is definitely talking about that, you know, you're going to see things clearly, you're going to see things differently, but you need to take off that blindfold to see it, okay? Like, this is going to be a different way. You're going to be doing things differently now. You're not going to be staying stuck. You're not going to be blinded. You know, you're not going to be start feeling left out in the cold. You're going to do things on your own, do things differently for you. Then you have the Six of Cups here, and the Six of Cups is talking about, you know, still going through that healing. And I do feel like it's now, and I do feel like there is somebody going to come back from the past for you. You know, really, you're reminiscing about childhood memories of people that have passed, you know, going through that healing. And that's what we do, you know, we start thinking about it because we are going through this huge transformation and healing still. Yeah, the Two of Cups here for what's hidden, and why is the Two of Cups here? Wow. So, you know, there's a decision that you're making, you know, like I said, you know, you could be feeling stuck. You know, you're wanting to move forward, but you just don't know how, and you're in your mind a lot. You know, you look at this lady, she's in her mind a lot, you know, she doesn't know what to do. Sometimes she can't sleep. Sometimes she's not, she's just sitting there like overthinking, and it's very hard trying to figure things out, not knowing how or what to do. I feel like, you know, you are definitely being guided, and for you to try to leave this behind, you know, because no matter what, you know, there is going to be some kind of opportunity here for you, but there's a decision that you're contemplating also. You know, maybe you're making a decision about somebody else that's in your life, or you're, you know, just somebody who's very close to you, but there's a decision that you're going to be making, and there's also a offer being presented to you. You know, try to leave these old patterns behind, that no matter what, you know, do things differently. You know, leave the temptations behind, or, you know, whatever is keeping you from moving forward, try to leave that behind, because there is going to be some kind of, you know, there's like some kind of pattern that you continuously do. or habit that you have that, you're like, oh, I don't know if I should do this. But I really like it. I really want to, kind of thing. So be careful with that. You have the Three of Swords here, and why is the Three of Swords here? One more card. So, your emotions are very, very high right now. You're going to be feeling sad. You're going to be feeling hurt, but you will overcome everything that's going through because you're going through a healing. You'll have this card and you have that card, and it's a big healing. We reminisce and we start crying and we feel sad about, everything, but you're gonna overcome this. Trust me, you will. You had the Ten of Wands, and you were taking on a lot. There was a lot of things that you were carrying on your shoulders. You're trying to do this for that, helping people, doing this, doing that, but you're learning to get up and move away because you're going in a new path here. If you haven't done this, then start doing it. Start setting boundaries. Start leaving things that that you don't need to carry. Because this person here, they're carrying the load. They're carrying a heavy load, trying to get up the hill. It's very hard, and that's and the thing is that you don't need to do that. You can set boundaries, find your courage. You're an Aquarian. Aquarius, they're like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not going to do all this. No, I'm not. You end up walking away from things and situations because that's just the way you are. You know better. You know your worth. You know your value. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. Because you're learning and listening to yourself and how you're feeling about things. Because you're going through that healing. The Eight of Wands. Why is the Eight of Wands here? One more card. Wow. So definitely embracing a lot of things that have been happening. Feel like you're communicating better also, and things are changing for you. Things are moving forward, so it's very nice. Changes, messages, communicating. So look at your email, look at your text. Feel like you need to stand your ground on things. Don't let anybody sway you back or try to bring you down. I feel like at times you have to protect yourself. You have to, you know, protect your space or who you are, and that's you standing your ground, and that's good. And I also feel like, not everyone's going to be on the same page. And people are going to wonder, why did you leave? Why did you do that? And who cares? It doesn't matter because you don't need to care about that because you're doing it for yourself. They're saying that you are going to leave something behind. You're going to something better. You're going in a new direction, and that's this direction here because you're making choices and you're seeing so much. You're embracing the truth. You're embracing things that you before you didn't, and that's what they're wanting you to do. It's time for you to get up and leave now. It's time for you to walk away from, feeling like you're, nothing, so just know that. Wow. And then you have the Knight of Cups here. And why is the Knight of Cups here for Aquarius? Wow, look at that. That's good. So definitely follow your heart on things, okay? Really follow your heart. Listen to what you're feeling. Listen to yourself. You're just need to follow your heart and your intuition, okay? Definitely moving forward towards something better because you do have the King of Pentacles here, and the King of Pentacles is definitely just saying, hey, take your time with things, but follow your heart. Try not to rush quickly, but follow your heart on things because you are definitely going to move forward. You see this person here, they're not looking back. She's like moving forward and saying, I want to go there and I'm going to be doing this and I'm not going to let nobody stop me. And that's you, knowing what you're needing to do because you know that you need to do it. Wow, very nice. So the outcome is the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords here? Okay, so definitely there was some kind of ending coming through. Maybe you haven't seen it but there's definitely some kind of ending. Okay, so know that. The ending is going to come through. So there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to be feeling. There's worry here. There's frustration. On can't not sleeping because you have this card here twice already. So just be careful on how you're handling things. Okay. Think positive and just move forward from everything that is going to happen, because you are. You may be feeling right now like, nothing's going to move forward, but it will. Because remember, the Ten of Swords, it may have been painful, but there's always a new beginning at the end of it. And that's where you're heading towards, Aquarius. Making decisions, really making decisions. Be real about everything that you're making decisions on. Be realistic. Don't try and say, well, I'm going to go move into this mansion because I have enough right now. No, do you have enough for next month or the following month? Look at it that way. Be realistic with your choices, okay? And you have the Hermit. They're asking you, take the time to find that inner peace within you and try to go within and reflect and clear your energy so that you can trust your intuition, so you can trust your with everything that's going on. You can trust yourself, okay? So just know that. You're very wise. You're very strong-willed. You've been through it, Aquarius. You have that knowledge now because you've been through all these things and you know what you need to do. Even if you don't go within, you still know what you're doing because your intuition is so strong right now. Okay, so just know that. Wow, very nice. You're going to move forward. You're just making decisions right now, definitely. So, Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will definitely see you next time. God bless.